This podcast is not a substitute for a relationship with a mental health professional. Hey, family. Welcome again to another episode of Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. It is so good to see you, family. Yes. But today, what we are going to talk about is how to get through a breakup. Ooh, breaking up is a hard thing to do and sometimes can knock not only our socks off, but our rocks off. And we can, kind of feel like we're in a hopeless, helpless space, which then can turn into a depression. So, what your girl is here to do is to build your mental health, to bring you back. Come on now, let me show you what to do so that you don't end up in a deep depression. You can be sad because remember, being sad, that's an emotion. That's a normal emotion. So being sad, feeling sad is okay. But I promise you, if you do what I'm suggesting that you do, it will not last forever. Your sadness will not last forever. Okay? So, but I want you to know this, that breaking up is something that we all go through. That we all go through. It is a universal thing and it is painful. I'm going to validate and confirm that for you. Breakups are painful. However, we can get through them. I don't want you to be stuck. Oh, but then there's one thing I need you to do for me. Please, come on, family. I need you to click that little button. I want you to subscribe and then click that little bell so that you get a notification every time there's a new episode up. You want to know why? Because we see each other. Yes, I need you to do that so I can keep giving you this content that will empower you and expand on your quality of life. Okay? All right. So, I came up with this topic because, well, we do get a lot of mailbag inquiries, a lot of mailbag questions. And oh, let me give that to you guys for someone who's the first time listener. And even if you've listened before and you still need to know how to get it in, how to get your questions in, then you just go to Mhialpodcast at gmail.com. Mhialpodcast@gmail.com. And you can just email the podcast your questions, and then we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to deliver the stuff to you, the goods. I'm going to give you the goods. Because let me tell you something. My purpose on this earth is to give you what you need so that you do well. Emotionally, psychologically, physiologically. Like that's my job. That's my job. So I'm here. I'm here for that. And spiritually. So, okay, but here we go. So, the reason why I decided to do this show on breakups or getting through a breakup is because I saw some letters that were coming in and they were kind of referencing going through breakups and feeling really sad and feeling stuck. And in addition to that, I also, in my office, people, some of the people who've been coming in recently have been going through breakups, trying to get through breakups. Breakups are hard to do, but you can get through. And trust me when I tell you, there is light on the other side. The tunnel looks dark and it feels dark right now. I'm going to confirm that for you. I'm never lied to you. Yes, it feels dark. It feels murky and lurky and dirty right now. Sometimes even hollow. However, there is light on the other side. So at the end, there's a little peak of light. And then on the other side, Honey, the sun is shining brightly because what I know for sure is all things that happen in life happen because they're supposed to happen. They are, even if they're uncomfortable, even if they're painful, they happen just as they're supposed to happen. And many things that happen are set up just to teach us something, to set us up for what's coming next. Lessons that occur in life that sets us up for what's coming next. And usually that's what breakups do. They set us up for who is coming next. But in order to get to the who, you got to get through the you, because that is what this session is about. It's not about the person that you broke up with, because yeah, we know we could call him or her, all kinds of dirty, all kinds of I don't know, grimy, all kinds of hurtful, low vibrating individuals. You know what I'm saying? We could say all day long and we could name and blame, but where's that gonna get us? That's not necessarily going to get us anywhere. It's going to keep us in the same spot, chasing our tails, spiraling, just spewing stuff out. What my goal is for you is to expand on your quality of life, which always goes back to doing some work, doing some inner work. So, what I want you to do first is to ask. For me, it's God. That's my spiritual leader, honey. So for me, it's asking God, okay, as I sit in this painful space, why am I here and what is this here to teach me? Ooh. Why am I here, Lord, and what is this here to teach me? Mm. Show me, what is this here to teach me? So while you're doing that, and then God's timing, because it will come to it, and then you ask him for peace, okay? Peace as you're going through it. But while you're going through it, now, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you some little tips, small little tips. I want you to first start off with making a commitment to take care of you. Making a commitment to take care of you, which comes to making sure that you're getting up each day, even if you don't feel like it, putting your feet on the floor, even when you don't feel like it, getting up and getting out of that bed, committing to you taking care of you, committing to you feeding yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And then what are you feeding yourself? So a lot of these are the pillars too. Y'all know that. The mental health pillars that's in my book, in your little, your mental health Bible, you know? So what are you feeding your brain? What are you feeding your body, especially during this time? Is it food that's going to take me down and keep me feeling lethargic and sad? Or are they foods that are going to lift me up, help me to feel light, honey, like I can fly and bright? What am I feeding myself? So committing to taking care of yourself. What are you eating? Are you getting up and getting out of bed? Am I oversleeping? Am I not sleeping? So we know we need to get the optimal amount of time to sleep, which is usually 6 to 8 hours a night. Your brain does maintenance when you sleep. Your brain does maintenance. That's another little goody in the book. Your brain does maintenance. So I need you to commit to taking care of you. And even when you don't feel like it, exercise your body. I want you to boost that dopamine, those neurotransmitters in your brain, those natural feel goods. Boost that dopamine by moving your body. So even if you're not getting in the gym, get up in the morning and walk out, go out your door 15 minutes. You got to turn around, 15 back. You done did 30 minutes. That's good. That's going to get your brain together. Even when you don't feel like it, it's going to create a shift in your mood. And that is what you need, is a shift in your mood. Okay. So number one is that commitment. I need you to make that commitment during this dark time to take care of you. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to trust the process. Yes, I know it's hard. Yep, we've already discussed this is dark. This is challenging. This is challenging. You better watch what you speak. Conscious language. It ain't hard, but it's challenging. But I need you to trust the process. Trust the process. I'm here for a reason. This happened for a reason. If the relationship was so good, if the relationship was so healthy, why aren't I still in it? Why am I not there? If I was getting all of my needs met and my partner was getting all of his or her needs met, why aren't we still together? If when we were together, we both just tickled, we were tickled on the inside and we just shared so much synergy. If that were true, we would be together. So the breakup came about because it was supposed to come about. So you trust the process, and that's the process of God. The process of God, the process of the universe, what it is that He says and how it is that He says that it's said. And let me let you know, I need you to go back to knowing that it's going to be okay, that you are going to be okay. But you're going to have to trust in something bigger than you. And that's trusting the process. Where's my spirituality? Because I need to cling to something. I need to cling to hope when I just don't have it on my own. And that is you trusting the process. All right. So you committed to taking care of you. You are trusting the process. Number three, now I need you to be a football player. I need you to go and collect all the red flags. So imagine being on a football field. All those red flags. So this is all of the things that was wrong with this relationship while you was in the relationship that you denied. You denied it. You acted like it didn't exist. You ignored them. They were red flags. They were red flags. So all of the things that occurred in this relationship, whether this person was, I don't know, stealing, was they thieves? I don't know. I'm just asking. Was this person unfaithful? Was this person argumentative? Did this person always create a problem? Did this person love toxicity? Did this collect the red flags? Was this person abusive? Did you find that this person was using you? Collect the red. I want you to collect them, collect them, collect them, collect them. And once you collect all of the red flags, I need you to write them in a book. Put them in a notebook. I don't know. You can go to the what is that? The Walmart and get you one for $1. Write them all down in a notebook, and then when you write them down, you can put them somewhere. And when you are feeling sad, like, oh, I miss her so much. Or, oh, I miss him so much and I want him. Or I want her so bad, and just forget everything. And you try to go back in denial. I want you to go get that book and open it up and reread all them red flags. Read them. Read them again. Remind yourself. If you don't have nobody else to remind you, you remind yourself. Remind yourself of these red flags. You heard what I said? Okay. And then the next thing I want you to do is value your friendships. You can't do this alone. I take that back. That's a lie. You can do anything that you want to do, but I'm going to encourage you to connect to someone else. Connect to someone else because it makes it so much better. So, doing it alone, you can do it, but it's hard. It makes it even more challenging to do it alone. You see that? You see, I changed those words, hard to challenging. It's even more of a challenge. Listen, the breakup is a challenge, but doing it alone, oh my gosh, can sometimes almost take the air out your lungs. So I don't want you to do it alone. I want you to connect to your friends. Now check this out. Your friends, and when I say friends, I need you to hear me. Your friends can be family members. They can be cousins, could be your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, or your friends, you know. But connecting to friends, to a friend group, Connect to a support system. That's what you need now. But you're going to make sure that this support system is a support system who is emotionally mature. Because we know we don't need to be blamed. We don't need to be shamed, and we don't need to be clowned, especially when we're going through a breakup. Okay? So we don't need that. We need support systems, supportive friends. So that's what I need you to do, is to connect to your friends, to your friend group, your support group. And then last but not least, go to therapy. I want you to go to therapy. Go to a therapist who is non-judgmental, who is a trained professional, and get you some appointments on the books. Connect to them and let them be a part of your support system so they can challenge your thinking so that you can grow from this. I want you to grow from this breakup. You are here for a reason, and I don't want you to lose or miss this opportunity to grow. Remember, this breakup is bringing about an opportunity to grow. All right. So that's what a therapist is going to help you do, because they're going to challenge you. So when you look at your other person's red flags and you put them in the book, and you can go back to them, refer to them to keep you strong and to keep you focused and on your path to the other side where the light is, to the other side, Caroline. So, and while you're doing that, the therapist is also going to show you what part you played in the breakup and how you can get better at being a better you, how you can grow and be your best self through this, because that's what you need to learn how to do, how to be your best self. And that's going to happen with your therapist. Okay. All right, now I am here, family, for you through this. And yes, it is challenging. It is not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's not the worst, but it's not the easiest. And let me let you know, you aren't the first person going through a breakup, and you won't be the last. You hear what I say? It is universal. This is universal pain, but you're going to go through it. Honey, you're going to actually grow through it. Did you hear what I said? I said what I said, and I'm going to say it again. You are actually going to grow through it, but you're going to trust the process, and it's all a choice. Okay, all right. We are here for you, family. I got you. Please commit to taking care of you. Trust that process, collect those red flags, and I need you to connect to your family system and get you a good therapist, and you are going to be all right. Let me tell you something. Anything worth having, you're going to have to work for it. Okay. All right. I love you, family. Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast show. It's the show. It's really a show by Andrea Wise-Brown. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you at the next episode. And oh yeah, follow the podcast on Mental Health is a Lifestyle Pod on all social media. You can follow me at A Wise Brown on all social media, and check out my website, Kindle book. It's your mental health Bible on awisebrown.com. I love you, family, and I will see you on the next episode.